In the previous class, we have discussed about the test examination and measurement. Here, we are going to discuss about the term assessment, then after the evaluation. So, in the last class, we have discussed about what is measurement, assigning some numerical value with some units or decimals to a particular test report is known as the measurement. So, then what is assessment? So assigning some meaning to a measurement is called assessment. So just we have discussed one example in the previous class, the hemoglobin percentage. We have went for a test that is 16 emg per deciliters. That means they will give some uh, meanings for the assigned values, normal, below normal, abnormal. So we are giving some meaning for the value that is 16 mg per dl. So that meaning to the given measurement is called the assessment. So we are giving the nature, we are assessing the nature of the value, that is called estimating whether they are good or bad or are ill or unhealed or healthy, like this. So giving some meaning to the number is called the assessment. If suppose in the education, if we take some value for a formative assessment test, 25 marks out of 25 marks, if the student is getting 13, that means 50%, that is average. If he is getting 20, extraordinary, like this. So we are giving some meaning to the value. The meaning to the measurement is known as the assessment. So the assessment can be either qualitative and quantitative sometimes. So either qualitative and quantitative. So we can define the assessment as the follows: the process of evaluating and measuring an individual's achievement, typically done with assessment tools such as assignments or examinations. So it's a good definition. It gives detailed information about the word assessment, the process of evaluating and measuring an individual's achievement, typically done with assessment tools such as assignments or examinations, is known as the assessment. So here the process means you know already, measuring also you know how to measure it, 25 by something, out of 25 how many marks. Individual's achievement, student here typically means by evaluating the grading system and the performance levels. Assessment tools means a formative or assessment, so summative assessment, examinations or whatever it may be. So we can say this is a good definition for the word assessment, we can say. So the assessment may be qualitative and quantitative. The assessment, suppose 16 by 20, that is quantitative. Qualitative means above average is qualitative. So this is about the assessment. So what is the evaluation, we have to understand. So evaluation means the final conclusion drawn on the basis of the information is known as the uh, evaluation. So we will go for the final conclusion after careful observation or the taken by the uh, evidences. So the final conclusion drawn by the teachers on the basis of some information gathered is known as evaluation. Uh, Several assessments along with the very value judgment is also called evaluation. So on the basis of on the basis of several assessment along with value judgment is also called uh, the evaluation. So we'll go for some assessments on the final conclusion on the basis of several assessments along with value judgment is called evaluation, we can say in another definition. So from this we can conclude like this: test is used to gather the information, that is tool. So a tool which is used to gather the information is called test. The information obtained by a tool in the form of numbers is measurement. Okay, right? The measurement is used to make conclusion is evaluation. So these three terms are look similar but not same. So test is a tool to gather the information, and measurement is a number to interpret the information, and the measurement will be used to take the conclusion, that is evaluation. So this is about the three words. We will discuss in detail about this evaluation in detail. So the evaluation has a wide meaning, so it has a broad meaning. We cannot define in one or two lines, and we cannot explain the word evaluation in a simply way because it is become beyond the measurement. So the evaluation is beyond the measurements. We cannot explain in one or two lines, and we cannot define in only one form. So uh, it depends upon so many things. So we can explain, we can define the evaluation in the following way. Evaluation is a scientific process of providing the information for making decision making, for decision making only, for decision making. So to take a decision, we have to analyze the information in a scientific procedure. For that, we need to get the information in a scientific way. So evaluation is a scientific process to provide the information for decision making. It we can define in the fall in that way. So it has some components in that one. It includes the following three things. The one is, we for to take a decision making, we should go for testing. The second one is measurement. We have to measure the quantitative or qualitative. Then we should go for the assessment, what to do to improve better. So this is the way. These are three included in the process of evaluation. So it involves the evaluation has involved these following four. So in first phase of evaluation, the information will be gathered. So information gathering is the first step, then information processing is the second step. Here we will process the information gathered in the first stage. Third one is judgment forming. So after careful examination, critical examination provided by the information, we will go for some judgment. Then after, we will go for 3-4 alternatives. Then after, finally we will go for the last stage, decision making. So the evaluation process, the evaluation has involved four things. The one is first one is information gathering, second one is information processing, third one is judgment forming, fourth one is decision making. Simply we can say, understand the difference between the assessment and evaluation with the following example. What is the purpose of assessment and what is the purpose of evaluation? Simply we can understand by seeing the figure. Assessment is to increase the quality. So whatever it is already inbuilt or within the student, to increase that one, we need the assessment. So the assessment is helpful to increase the quality, and the evaluation is to judge the quality on the student. So this is the main difference between the purpose of assessment and evaluation, we can say very clearly and very easily. So the two terms, assessment and evaluation, are always intervened in the classroom situations. How they are intervened in the classroom situations, let me explain. So when we are doing any teaching learning activities, these two cannot be divided. These two always should be done to improve the quality and to understand the quality. So first one is, it is used and interviewed always. First one condition in the classroom situation, when the teacher starts any lesson. When the teacher starts any lesson, she wants to know the evaluation. you want to evaluate how the students are good and bad, and where to start, where to stop. This is the first stage. The second one, during the teaching learning process. So in the middle of the class, after beginning the class, during teaching learning process, what teaching activities can be implemented and to improve the students knowledge. This is the third second stage. The third stage is at the end of the lesson, unit or session. So how far the students have gained their knowledge with reference to the specified goals or objectives will be evaluated and assessed. So these three conditions, situations we can evaluate and assessment will be done. So these three are very very important. When so we cannot divide these two terms, assessment and evaluations. They are one is for uh, know the quality and one is for improve the quality. So this is about one. First one, when the teachers starts the lesson, first situation we are taking, when the teacher start the situation, first condition I am taking here, the teacher wants to know the previous knowledge of the students, so she go for evaluation and how to improve it. She will develop the teaching learning activities to involve the students, to motivate the students and involve in the teaching learning activities. The teacher go for evaluation. Then after, to know the capabilities, interests and needs of the students, so how the children are good at their activities of regarding the particular topic what she is going to teach, what are the students need to learn more and more, and what are the interest of the students in the topic. This is the first stage we can say before when any teacher starts the lesson. The second stage, during the teaching learning process, we say to the teacher evaluates and assess during the teaching learning process, because she wants to connect the present knowledge to the previous knowledge of the students. So there she wants to test whether the students are getting the present knowledge with the present knowledge based on the previous knowledge of the students or not. And the students may have some misconceptions from the previous content here. If they have the misconceptions, the teachers modifies the misconceptions which are required to improve the performance of the students. And here, if the students performance is good in the previous classes, by providing some more information, the teachers tries to improve the performance of students in the classroom. So at last, the teacher tries to construct or reconstruct the new knowledge by teaching various teaching learning activities. So in this process also, the teacher assess and evaluate the students. So the process of assessment and evaluation are always interviewed in the middle of the classroom session also. The third one is at the end of the lesson, session or unit. After completion of the lesson, how far the students have understood the topic taught by the teacher wants to evaluate and assess. For this stage also, we cannot separate the two terms in assessment and evaluation. The teacher wants to try how far the objectives kept by the teachers in teaching learning process are successful or not. The teachers tries to evaluate and assess the students by different type of tests or examinations. So we can conclude the two terms, assessment and evaluation, cannot be separated. They always will be interviewed in the classroom situations. So we will always assess and evaluate in the beginning of the lesson, during the teaching learning process, that means beginning of the lesson, during the practice session, at the end of the session. We always, the teacher assess the progress and performance of the students by evaluating to improve the quality of teaching learning activities. Thank you.